Hi guys, it's Pixels Tech here. I wanted to use this opportunity to run you through my iPad setup. I use themes on a daily basis with focuses, widgets. I spent a lot of time learning how to create these wonderful widgets and theme it exactly how I like it. This is my favorite theme by far, nice and neon, colourful. So start up here with the top left widget, which is my calendar and reminders widget. Each button is interactive, so it takes me to the relevant app. So that was my reminders, and this is my calendar. As you can see by the widget, it shows the upcoming events and reminders. And this is my clock widget with a live timer, opens the clock app. You can see below my days until count. Then going over to my media widget, this has interactive music player, although I do have to set up the music first for the interactions to actually work. You won't be able to hear it anyway, so I won't bother. This is my weather timeline. This one goes to Widgie because I didn't have access to it, but everything is made through Widgie. I love it, and I'll do plenty of tutorials. This is my weather interaction and my photos. And then I've got some stacks of widgets behind just for ease and productivity. This is news. The last one was calendars and reminders and my OneNote access. Then the media player with just links or widgets to some of the media apps I use. So yeah, moving on. This is my favorite widget. It's my most interactive. You can see cellular data isn't on at the minute, and then I press the button and cellular data comes on, and then I turn off my Wi-Fi and it's represented on the widget itself, which is really nice. Then I've got a VPN one. Unfortunately, some of them don't go and actually turn on settings, so this one takes me to the VPN app and I just turn it on like that, then I can go home. So yeah, really productive. Like I said, this is my favorite widget because it's so interactive. This is a brightness changer, so you won't be able to see on the screen, but when I press the button, it changes brightness and again the volume. Then I've got a few more little interactions and screens. So this menu here, I can press another tab and this opens up even more menus. So torch, you won't be able to see that obviously, but trust me, it works. Then I've got my focus modes, which I'll talk more about later on in the video because I run a lot of my productivity through focus modes. And then just some general shortcuts. So a settings shortcut. This takes me to all the individual pages. I can go straight into them. And then I have just general apps. Don't use this too much. Just like the idea of having all my open app shortcuts in one place if needed. And then just little ones like reminders here that can be really useful if I just want to add a quick reminder. Then I have my creativity tab. This is mostly app openers, so I use Canva and Bazart and things like that quite often. So this opens Canva, and I'll be doing loads of Canva tutorials in the future. Beatmaker 3, I do love to make and create music, and you can listen to Pixels music on all streaming platforms. Finally, this is my temperature widget, and I can change the temperature of my house just by clicking the button. As you'll see as a notification, it uses Siri shortcuts through if this then that to run my Hive heating. So finally, segue in nicely onto my smart home widget. This is a full deck of all my devices in the house, or most of them at least. So it's very interactive with all my lights, sockets, heating, you name it, cameras, they're all on here. So that one just turned on my living room light. Then I've got another page of my other devices and my most important everything off button, which I press when I'm about to go to bed. So, yeah, and then I've got my play widget with, again, all interactions. I have a playlist widget and play pause again. Doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Let me go. Let's have a look up here. Yeah. Okay, so I'll make sure something's playing. This is one of my tracks I released last year. Feel free to listen. You won't be able to hear the song, unfortunately. Not like it's copyright. It's copyrighted to me, but now the widget should work on the play and pause. So I can set my volume by the volume button. It's just another feature that allows me to do that. And then I'll use this widget just to pause it, just to prove that it all works. Okay, so as you can see, that plays the next track, and you can see it displayed at the top there. There you go. And then yeah, there's got some general like playlists. I can choose go to my hip hop playlist, choose that, and as you can see, it's playing. So yeah, just gives me the options. So next, I've got my quick links to my favorite websites. So I follow football and ice hockey. Ice hockey in the UK isn't as good as in the US, but this is a nice local team to me, so I go to them every now and then with my wife. Then I've got my just general applications widget. This is my favorite apps, the ones that I use mostly for social media and just general play and entertainment. So yeah, that's my home screen. As you can see, I've got my neon apps, and they've all been made via Siri shortcuts and Darkroom, and I'll do some full tutorials on that in the future. So this is my focus themes, and I use focus themes for productivity. So I'm a QPR fan, and I like to watch the football. So when I'm watching the football, I actually have automations that turns this theme on. Oh, I've just turned the wallpaper on. So I have two tabs because sometimes it does forget to do the wallpaper if the automations don't work. So I press it again, and you'll see the beautiful blue and white hoops that QPR playing. So yeah, the theme really gets me into the game and focused, and I have all the apps available to check scores and what's going on around in the other games. Also, like these are one widget icons, so I've got larger icons for them, and when I press them, it goes through one widget and into Siri shortcuts via URL and opens the app. Just gives me a bit of aesthetic. So then I turn my themes off. As you can see there, it's taking me back to my home screen. This is my music and creativity theme. Really gets me focused if I'm doing any coding or if I'm doing any music recording or creating and designing logos or something like that, or videos. So I'm in that theme usually when I'm making videos. So that widget's not working. This is my API widget. Again, I'll show you how to do that through Scriptable on another video tutorial. As you can see, I've got some jokes here, and if I just fancy a laugh or something, I mean that some of them are good, some of them are terrible, but yeah, it's quite good focus. So that's that theme. On to the next. Again, I always make sure I turn it off first. I don't want to bug it out, so give that a second to catch up. Just change the wallpaper. I don't know why that happens. It just takes a while sometimes. Usually catches up, but yeah. So next theme I'm going to show you is my mindfulness and health theme. I use this when I want to focus on just mindfulness or go for a run. I don't tend to take my iPad out for a run, so I basically just use it for mindfulness. And I've got some nice APIs here. This one is through Widgie again, and I'll do another video on how to go carry out APIs through Widgie. So yeah, I do like this theme. It looks quite aesthetically pleasing. So on to the next theme. Let's turn it off again to reset it. and go over to my next theme, which will be my shopping focus and my travel focus. So if I'm planning a journey or something, I do love this theme. It's got, I'm a really big fan of comics. So just so you are aware as well, I've got all of these on my iPad and my iPhone. So I will probably do another video showing the difference between my iPhone. So moving on to the next theme, we're going to go to my sports theme. I think that's probably the next best one. This is more for other sports, so not just QPR. I love watching sports, basketball, ice hockey, football, you name it. Talking English football, soccer. Let's just make sure. Oh no, there you go. See, I told you it sometimes takes a while to load the background. And if I do want to change the background, because if I don't like something, the vibe's not right, I can just go and press the wallpaper change. I've got plenty of different wallpapers and backgrounds, so it's gives me those options to just make sure, there we go. So nice football background for watching the Premier League. So moving on, let's reset it back to my home screen. I'm going to go to my play theme. This is a really good theme. I use this quite a lot in the evenings, or if I'm going to sit down and watch a few YouTube videos or a film. Don't tend to watch full films on my iPad, but if I'm doing the cooking or something like that, I like to put Paramount Plus on with South Park or Disney Plus on with Family Guy, and this just gives me a full nice and makes it nice and easy to pick what I want to watch. So I think that's it for the main themes. I will show you my sleep theme. This automatically turns on. Got an automation that runs when I put my phone on charge after 10 p.m. And it has all like my viewing, reading, and just nighttime apps really. They've got my everything off button, which I showed you earlier. Alarm that sets an alarm for the morning. YouTube, books. I like to read comics and books. So yeah, just general nighttime apps. And then my do not disturb goes to my main theme. It just turns all my notifications off if I really need to focus. I did have a Halloween theme just for a bit of getting into the mood, but that's been deleted now. So here are my iPad themes. I hope you liked my video. All these themes were purposely built for me by me. The themes also mirror on my iPhone, so I can really focus when needed. I love my dashboard, and I love the fact that I just have themes built around my own personal interests. So I will do tutorials on things like Canva, Widgie, some of the other apps that I've used to make these themes, so I can share the hard work that I've put in to make my own aesthetically pleasing themes to perfect use for you guys to be able to create your own. And my wallpapers also change with automations using Siri shortcuts, so I'll do tutorials and all of that too. And yeah, I hope you like my video. I hope you can be inspired to do your own. I can't recommend the productivity enough, and yeah, good luck to you all. Please like and subscribe, ring my bell, feed my ego, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.